Sheena is now joining me. She is a charge nurse here in Lubbock. Y'all are collecting donations. Kind of talk about how this all came about.
So I'm a charge nurse in the medical ICU, which is the designated COVID unit at UMC. And just seeing patients day in and day out that, are there and they don't have family there with them. And I mean, we go in there and we try to comfort them, but it's just not the same as having their family there. So you see a lot of loneliness in the ICU for COVID patients. And it's kind of a really sad thing. And so I was thinking, what can I do to make it to where they're not so lonely, not so bored? Because they're in the same room and we get to go home at the end of shift, but they don't. And so what can I do to make it more like home for them? And so I just came up with the idea to just see if the public would, be able to reach out and help and collect donations for them for just kind of things to keep them busy. And to make them feel a little more at home while they're in the hospital.
That's such a great thing. What kind of things are you collecting?
So the things that we're collecting are just easy things like if were in a room for weeks or months on end that you would want, such as puzzles or journals, books. We've had toiletries, little, things, but basically to keep them busy or just to make them feel a little more at home.
Yeah, so anything that kind of makes you feel comforted. And I saw y'all are trying to maybe do notes or signs like that as well, right?
Yeah, so I've also asked if people can help make like posters, like words of encouragement posters or signs, and we can put it up in the room in the ICU and just give them a little encouragement.
I love all these ideas. If people are seeing this and they want to help, how do they do that?
So you can reach out to me. My name is Sheena, Sheena, Helm, Helm, on Facebook, or I'm just having people text me. If you wanted to text me or call me, 806-928-7104. And I'm renting a storage space, so I'm kind of keeping things together in there. And my goal is, if I have enough, I'd like to help not only with our hospital, but with Covenant, because COVID's everywhere, so.
It's kind of one of those things where you could give a couple dollars or you don't even have to spend anything at all if you want to write those notes.
Posters is really easy. Or if people did want to Venmo money, they could do that to me as well. But even just, if you go to the store and you just see something on sale or you have things laying around at home, just little things that you think that people would like, you don't even have to spend money to help out.
And obviously you kind of see it in person. Put in, kind of describe what you've seen, because obviously it's hard for people that haven't been there, but I can't even imagine how hard it is.
It is very, very hard. I get kind of emotional even talking about it. Seeing somebody so scared, and we've had people that are as young as, I think the youngest one has maybe 31 years old, and we've had older people as well, but COVID doesn't see an age range and it doesn't see a gender, and you don't even have to have a medical history from what we're seeing. It just kind of affects people differently. And so when they get hospitalized, and if they've never been hospitalized before, it's such a scary thing. And then when you're in the hospital, you can't have your family there with COVID, and so you have these strangers taking care of you, and we try to be there as much as we can for them and be that extended family, but it's just not the same.
Well, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for taking interest and getting the word out for us.
We'll have more Trends and Friends coming up right after the break, so you guys stay with us.